Welcome to Proclaiming Justice, a podcast from PJTN that focuses the light of truth on vital issues in today's headlines that impact every American. I'm your host, Laurie Cardoza-Moore, founder and president of Proclaiming Justice to the Nations, and I'm here to educate, motivate, and activate you to action. I want to arm you with the truth and the facts you'll need to fight and preserve our constitutional republic and uphold the Judeo-Christian values our nation was founded upon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the National Religious Broadcasters Convention, and I have a gentleman I want to introduce to our PJTN audience. This is Simcha Greineman. He came from Israel, so we're so fortunate, we're so blessed to have an Israeli here. We have many Israelis here, and ladies and gentlemen, this has been the most amazing convention so far. We have so many Israelis who came from Israel to the United States to attend this event. So, Simcha, it's great to have you. It's been, this interview is a tough one because you all are really one of the first responders that come to an attack, a terrorist attack, an accident, and you're there to witness and share with our audience the experience of what happened on October 7th. Your job is a difficult job anyways. I mean, with the attacks, the terrorist attacks that we see that are ongoing and have been for years. But October 7th, was it different? Was it a different situation? Tell our audience about ZAKA, the work that you do. We have interviewed, we've been to Jerusalem, we've interviewed ZAKA in the past, so many of you who watch our Focus on Israel shows, you're familiar with this organization, but tell our viewers a little bit about yourself and your organization.
Okay, my name is Simcha Greineman. I'm 47 years old, father of 5, grandfather of 3. Thank God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. A carpenter. I have my own business for 26 years, training people to be self-supporting, helping people out in the different communities to have a job. 32 years of volunteering in ZAKA International. I started when I was 16 years old, young. Being in years and years as a volunteer, going through terror attacks. When I was 16 years old, buses were blowing up in Israel. Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Netanya. And I was there on the scenes. My father passed away when I was 5 years old. And the way to connect to my father was by doing good things to others. Yes. So I'm a volunteer in every organization in Israel that does good. As Magen David, Hatzalah United, any organization, you put my name down, you'll see right away it jumps up because I am there. But I felt when I joined ZAKA that I'm capable of doing things that other people could not do. People run away from scenes like that. Like fire department, people run into the fire. As a fire ZAKA, we're the ones to walk into the scenes, deal with the bodies in hard situations, car accidents, terror attacks, people that took their lives in their hands, older people that were found in their houses as bodies. I'm part of the international ZAKA. We go all around the world. A year ago, we were in Turkey after the earthquake.
Oh,
18
wow.
bodies over there.
Wow.
Surfside in Miami. A few years. Haiti after the tsunami. Bombay after the attack over there. Egypt. All around the world. It doesn't make difference which culture it is.
See, I didn't realize that you traveled around the world to provide this service.
Exactly. It does not make any difference of the culture. We go to Islamic countries and we go to Christian countries and for sure to Israeli country, to Israel. in our backyard, as we could call it. But we're there for everyone. And this was something that so many years as a volunteer, seeing situations and dealing with situations, this was hard. First of all, it's in our backyard, our families, our people, and people that divided care for the Palestinians lived one next to each other, supported them, gave them work, took them to hospitals in Israel to take care of them. By understanding that, this is what we do. But we do not put anything against anyone, because we understand in ZAKA that humanity is number one. After collecting 1,400 bodies and parts, going through hard situations of a terror attack, we collected 1,500 bodies of terrorists by understanding that humanity does not make any difference between people. Not at all. By understanding that you have to be a person and to help each other.
Explain to our audience the process that you have to go to. You show up you're not just, Magen David Adom. You're not showing up in an ambulance. You're actually showing up to collect the remains of the departed. And why is that? Tell us about that process, and why is that important?
In the Bible, it says that there's a certain understanding of every drop of blood that comes out of a person's body when he's deceased, not by a cut, not by an accident, but someone that dies of any different causes of blood coming out of his body. Those drops of blood that come out of the body, that's called dam hanefesh. That's the blood of the soul. By understanding that point of view, seeing the situation, dealing with the situation, so every drop that was in the houses, we're not talking about the bodies itself, but every drop of blood over there on the scenes has to come to burial. By understanding that every drop of blood is like having a Bible that got burned. And if a Bible gets burned, every drop of ash we collect, we do it in a respect way. We put it in a box and we bury it and we make a big thing out of it so we understand that we were respecting. Now, doing that with every drop of blood, by respecting whoever got killed or died in a car accident even, that's an understanding of respecting. And as I said, we collected those terrorists after having worked in these scenes, seeing what they did, but respecting them, making sure that everybody comes to the families, they know who died, where they died, how they died, and making sure that, first of all, people are, after this attack, were very ups and downs. Where the people are, where their family are, where the children are, where the parents, everyone with their situations. We provided that understanding. We are there for them. Collecting the parts, collecting the bodies, making sure that every family knows as fast as we could to identify them, to be able to start mourning. Someone has families who are mixed and having different feelings, but when they knew what happened, or they knew that some of the children were captured, but so like this, you provide them much more strength and understanding what they're feeling and connecting with them. So ZAKA, as I've said, ZAKA stands for Zihui Korbanot Ason, identifying bodies in hard situations. But from October, we use the letters in a different way. Ze Kiruv Achim. Our organization, ZAKA, is the ones to connect between the understanding of the different cultures and different understandings, that we have to be united. The world has to be united by hugging each other. When you hug someone, someone's hugging you. That means it's always a two-way. By doing something nice to someone else, someone will be nice to you. And that's the understanding of humanity. Do something nice to someone, someone will be nice to you. And that's God's will. And this is where we stand.
That must have been really hard for you when you encountered these horrific scenes. I mean, we've seen some of the videos that have come out, that what they did to the children, the stories, the horrific stories of brutally raping women, and then the brutal way they treated the babies, putting them in ovens. I mean, this. How do you even how do you walk away from even that? And I mean, for me, I would be so traumatized and devastated. But you continue, despite the difficult circumstance that you find yourself in, you still continue to push forward, provide this service because of the people that you're helping families.
Exactly, by understanding.
Connect to their loved ones.
Yes, by understanding that you're doing, it says in the Mishnah that when there is a situation that there is no one as a man, you have to be that man. By knowing that I'm capable of doing that, it's not that I'm having fun of it, for sure not. It's hard on me as it would be hard on anyone else, but the understanding that I'm capable of doing that puts me in a different position. And understanding that I'm doing now God's will. And I'm there for those families, standing there, doing this, providing them the help that they need now in this situation. Someone else can't do it. Being there, God gives me the strength to continue doing it. And having the world here, I can't believe it, how many people are hugging us here and giving us so much support and giving us so much help to continue doing what we're doing. People ask me, so if you get a call tomorrow from a Islamic country, will you go? For sure, there's no question. We'll be there. We are there for them, and they should be there for us. Because when we understand each other, peace will come to the world.
Is this your first trip to the NRB? So, again, explain to our audience the impact of being welcomed here. We had one gal we were interviewing earlier. She said, this is like the safest place in the world. She's Israeli. She said, this is like the safest place in the world for me. She said, I can't believe that I'm here and there's so much love and support for me and for our people, for the nation of Israel. What does it mean for you to experience this love and this support?
Walking through the scenes, you always have the ups and downs. Some people look at you this way, some people look at that way. And the feeling is not always on the right side. Because sometimes you feel like, okay, did I do the right thing or didn't I do the right thing? Did I respect the right way or didn't I? But being here and getting this hug, we are feeling so positive with what we're doing and understanding more and more that what we're doing is the right thing. That gives us a drive to continue what we're doing, because it is something that we really feel that love and we really feel that we are doing the right.
How can our audience learn more about your organization and the holy work that you do?
So you can go into ZAKA.com and you can see what the organization does. But we're dealing now with the situations of people like me. We're 4,000 volunteers going through hardships of dealing with the situation, understanding what we dealt with. And every one of us has a wife and kids, or husband and kids, because we are volunteers, men and women, as I said, Christians, Jews, Muslims, doesn't make a difference the culture. Whoever wants to be a volunteer is a volunteer by us. We open the doors for everyone because we understand the humanity, and being there for us, helping us provide healthcare and support for our guys, that's the main thing, because what we see is what's going up north in Israel, who knows what can happen tomorrow. And we have to make sure that everyone's capable and strong and able to continue doing the right things, because as we see, we have the support from everyone else and getting the love.
Well, Simcha, please go back and tell our friends in Israel, everyone you speak to, that we love you, we pray for you, we're standing with you to give you the courage to stand, continue the holy work that you're doing, but also to continue to be that light to the nations of the world.
Thank you.
We are blessed because of it. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again for joining me on this edition of Proclaiming Justice. Please share this podcast with your family and friends. For more information about how you can get involved, please visit our website at pjtn.org. As a PJTN Watchman, you can help us keep up the fight to preserve our freedom for our children and their children for such a time as this.